Well, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Box Office Banter number 76. Just keep following along. We love it. Jesus. Anyways, guys, if you do like this content, make sure you go to the bottom and like, share, subscribe, because, we like that. We have another new guest on today. We had Jordan on last week filling in for Tyler, and now we have one of his better friends, Willie Moore, filling in for Tyler.
Welcome,
up,
Willie.
Thank you. What's up, guys? It's a pleasure, really. Thank you.
Pledge, as we call it here in the Mount. Actually, we never called it that. I'm just talking shit.
Of course.
Rodney
Of course you
just,
your mic up there.
Yeah.
I'm the new guy.
Rodney's got it all tangled too.
Fuck, Rodney.
And he fucks up everything. I don't even know why we have him lead an episode. All right, this is the news portion, of course, guys. So hit us with it, dog.
What you got, Rodney?
We got news,
All right, that's a fact.
and we saw Black Widow tonight.
We did,
so
yeah.
we're
I
gonna
did
be
not.
spoiler reviewing that
Very
tonight.
Is there any other reviews that we're gonna want to talk about?
Shit, I watched something new. Tomorrow War. I watched Tomorrow
and
War.
I watched Fear Street, the 1994.
Yeah.
And I almost watched the other one in time for this review.
We can
but I
quick
didn't-
review those too.
Yeah, we'll go through a couple of those as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, Black Widow will be the main interactive review. Even though Willie wasn't there, but normal people on the show, interactive review. Anyways, go ahead.
So on to the news. The first bit of news is going to be depressing. I'm going to get it out of the way. Our man Richard Donner has passed away at 91 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Meaning,
91.
Lethal Weapon 5 is probably 99% not going to happen now.
Dead
too.
Yeah.
Nah.
Which I was getting excited for nothing. I should have known. I even thought
Tell
about
me
it too.
why you just broke my heart even more, because I don't know why, but that didn't even
Didn't click for
register. I was already pissed. I was like, no! He made so many great fucking movies, including Lethal Weapon. I'm such
He's
a
got
big
all
fan.
all the pictures loaded
Okay,
up.
this is Richard Donner. All right, 91 years old.
Fact.
He
Looks good.
looks good for
Wow.
91 years
Is
old.
that him as a
fantastic.
91?
Yeah, that's him. That's one of his last pictures. So he did things like he directed episodes of Twilight Zone, the original
sure.
Twilight Zone.
Oh,
He
we were
did
just talking about
the first
Superman.
Omen movie. He
Oh,
directed
yeah.
that.
Love that movie. All
Yeah,
time
it's-
classic.
yeah,
I prefer
scary
it
as
over
shit.
The
Yes, it
Exorcist.
was.
You're gonna get
The
controversial.
MCU
Creep me
wouldn't
out.
exist today if not for the Superman movie. This movie was
I can see
way
that.
ahead of its time tenfold.
And I was-
Richard
yeah.
Donner is like the godfather of comic book
Yeah.
movies to life.
Making them pop, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think about MCU kicking off with Howard the Duck and shit. They wasn't going to do shit. This shit changed the game.
Yeah.
And I literally was just talking about this 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
how you
with
can
the
see the
cords,
string
yeah,
and
the
all
strings.
that.
But
A
people
week
back
ago.
then thought that they found a way to have humans fly. That was
Yeah.
it was so realistic back then.
Brought it to life.
It's still a good movie, but it's hard to watch
Hey,
sometimes.
him and Christopher Reeve, dude.
Lethal
Dapped
Weapon,
up.
of course. He has directed every single Lethal Weapon,
Yep.
and they had a script for the fifth one, and everybody was on board. It was just about finances, getting the money to make the movie, and he passed away. So I doubt Mel and Danny are going to go on without.
Yeah, dude.
Without
You
Richard
tried
on
to
it.
tell him too old for this shit. Good lord.
I can't say that. Okay, so
Yeah,
The
Don't
Goonies.
go too
Classic.
far.
The Goonies,
One of my
yo.
faves.
Yeah, classic.
The Goonies is amazing. And it's
God.
Richard Donner gave us
I know.
that.
Got the 4K not that long ago. It looks amazing.
16 blocks.
I just talked about
Now,
this with you.
You talked to me about it because I was going to bring this up. How you talked to me about it. I didn't like this movie, but I have a
thought it
little
was
bit better
average.
light on it since we talked about it and I rewatched it.
Yeah.
And it's actually not as
So you
bad.
did watch it?
Yeah, I rewatched it.
It's
not-
good.
It's pretty good. I
It's-
wouldn't say it's great, but
I
it's
haven't
good.
seen it.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't know you rewatched it because that's what I
haven't seen it.
said.
Most
When I-
Def was like the weakest link of the movie.
But as he goes on, he grows on me. But when I first saw it, that's what I even said when I rewatched it. I was like, guys, have y'all seen 16 Blocks? Because this movie is actually pretty damn good, especially for a later Bruce Willis type film. and it's solid. It's a solid flick.
And everything David Morse's in, I'm like all about it.
Is this about weird? There's so much stuff Richard Donner related that
Yeah.
I've been talking about recently, and it's just happened. I was
Scrooge.
in the Scrooge play a week ago. It's like,
Yeah,
what is
he
going on?
Gave us the Bill Murray classic Scrooge.
Illuminati.
Dude.
It almost says it.
So good.
It's real.
It scared the shit out of me.
It's real.
I looked down and I was like, Illuminati, but it was Bill Murray. It was kind of cut.
So yeah, dude,
They
Richard
wouldn't
Donner's
understand. Hope you can
gone.
edit that. That's fucking horrible. dude.
Honestly,
I hate to
I'm
hear it.
okay with Lethal Weapon being
think
where
it's
it's
like,
at.
yeah, I was like,
I
where
swear
are
to
you
God,
going,
they said,
Rodney?
honestly, I'm okay with it.
No, I'm not okay with it. This is
I
not
was like,
good.
if you're trying to say, like, because in my mind, I was like, he
I've
might.
made peace with it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to maybe hit him with the, he was 91, he lived a full life. So I was waiting for that type of ending since you're clicking out everything. And you're like, honestly. And I was like, here it comes. And you're like, I'm okay with it. I thought you were going to say that. I was like, that's not
No,
the way to word
I'm okay
that.
with Lethal Weapon
Yeah,
being
you're-
where it's
you're
at.
okay with it,
Four of
yeah.
them. You know, they're 4 great movies, so
Damn, I wanted that 5.
Leave it.
Go watch our
man.
Lethal Weapon reviews.
Yeah.
That was
That's our
early.
first
Say
episode.
that was 2
First-
billion
that was
views
our first
now?
episode, I think.
2 billion?
2 billion. That's a lot more than I thought it was. I don't know if you.
I might
dug
be
that
thinking
deep.
of just the movie itself.
Yeah, that's probably it. I don't even
Right.
know if that many people saw the movie.
Shoo.
Still
Okay.
A lot of people.
R.I.P. Sir. Seriously.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Does suck. So, on to the next news. We have Netflix gave Red Notice a release date finally. The new
Notice.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Ryan Reynolds movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And Gal Gadot's in it too. November
Her name
12th.
always fucks with me. Gallagher.
It's a Netflix movie, so it
What'd
might
you say,
be
November
awful.
12th?
Yeah. But there's a chance it could be that, good. I want to see them two, The Rock and
The
Ryan Reynolds
chemistry?
in the I want to see the chemistry, yeah.
They're
I am
both-
100%
Now,
down
do you want to
with
see
that.
the chemistry or do you want to see this movie?
I mean, I'm interested in the movie, but I just
That's a
What,
terrible
what
joke.
is it about?
no,
I
it's a
wanna
good
see
question
the
though.
Chemistry.
I-
That's a separate movie from this movie.
What's
that
the
movie
chemistry?
that it's a made-up movie. I was just rolling. It's enough. It's gone. It's gone. It wasn't a good joke to begin with. I said that. It's because you were like, I really want to see this movie. I want to see the chemistry, and I was like, well, which do you want to see?
I'll just edit it out the podcast.
Yeah, do it.
All right, what's this movie about? Rodney? I haven't even heard.
All right,
much
so
about it.
Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot are like high-class criminals, and Dwayne the Johnson is playing
The Johnson.
I haven't heard that.
He's playing the
think you left
guy,
out The Rock.
the international cop that has to take them down, the detective. Like Hobbs and Shaw, he's like a Hobbs character in
Gotcha.
this.
He's like
So-
the Rock
So you
in
art
every
thief.
movie he's in.
These two are
They're art. Okay.
art thieves, and then the Rock is a detective, FBI's top profiler. So he's, Hobbs.
Okay.
Clutch.
So it
We'll
might
see.
be good. I need to see a trailer because I feel like it's going to be another case of
So
like
is it
6 Underground.
legitimately like he's playing the Hobbs character? 'Cause I don't know much because
No, that's what
in
Hobbs'
Hobbs and
character is.
Shaw he
He's
had
a
a moment
profiler.
with but he had that moment with Ryan Reynolds in that movie too. That
Ooh,
wasn't
it could-
Hobbs and
ooh,
Shaw.
Yeah, but Ryan Reynolds is bad in this, so that would
Or
be a
is
good
he?
connection, though.
I'm just saying
Oh,
because the more
shit.
you were talking about that, I was like, is this literally like
Extension.
like a spin-off of a spin-off? Like what the fuck's going on right now?
That'd be crazy.
Like-
Everything's connected these
Yeah, and then
days.
fucking, oh my lord, everybody in the Box Office Banter Movies group, fucking Dom Toretto's in it. We're family.
Family.
Here we go.
I've seen one too many of them.
Yep.
All right, so yeah,
Just like
look out
Fast
for
and
that
Furious.
on Netflix, November 12th of this year. Red Notice.
Hell yeah.
Last news that I've got here is a
Yeah, you
movie
really don't have
called
a lot, do you?
Argyle Coming Out. Matthew Vaughn directing it. Matthew Vaughn did The Kingsman. He did Kick Ass. He did Layer Cake. You know, a bunch of really good movies. But he's
Layered
just
Cake.
Layer Cake.
Sounds
The
good.
Daniel Craig movie.
I don't know if I've seen that actually.
It's really good. You need to watch it.
Yeah, he layered some cakes. I was like, is this like a
Yeah,
side
he's a
hustle
cake,
beyond the
cake
movies?
chef.
He's got 2 flicks, and on the side he layers cakes.
But
I didn't know where I was like.
The
Again, you're
cast-
confusing me with your wording.
the cast for this Argyle movie is going to be Henry Cavill, Sam Rockwell, Bryce Dallas Howard, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara, John Cena, and Samuel L. Jackson. All
Hit 'em
here's
with-
Wow.
This is a picture of all of them, but it's it's going to be an international spy movie.
I
Kinda-
can't see this guy in the bottom row.
Which one?
And next to the two girls.
Yeah, it's just blank space.
Who's right here?
John. Oh, I see.
I was about to say, dude, none of my jokes are gonna work if you don't understand literally.
Well, I
any of
couldn't
them.
see.
You
what
can't
were
see. You
saying.
couldn't see exactly.
I couldn't see.
couldn't see
Yeah,
him,
so it
dude.
does work.
Okay, there it is.
Oh yeah, and Dua
Edit
Lipa.
that one out too, please. 'cause
Pop star Dua
I'm not even
Lipa's in
blaming
this, too.
myself anymore. It's just you not catching on to them. It's dragging us, dude.
So they're planning on it to be a trilogy, and we'll just have to see where they go. We need to see a trailer. But this is the second movie this year that has had a cast like this, other than the third really, if you're including Knives Out 2, and you're including the Don't Look Up movie
Yeah.
that Adam McKay's doing.
Can't help myself.
Stupid ass cast, but I'm excited to see
They're
it.
all
Anything Matthew Vaughn does except for Kingsman 2 is. I'm
That's
all in.
another one to argue over. I
You
really
like Kingsman 2?
a lot.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in you too. Obviously, you don't get stuff, so.
You
True.
got trailers for us?
So yeah, now we're
I
gonna
didn't
move
think
on
you
to
got that joke, I'm
trailers.
How many we got today?
Today we started this week off up until Thursday with
55.
3 trailers, and then
Wow.
as soon as today hit, we moved up to 7.
That's like 2
7
minutes of
trailers?
trailer.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here a while. Be like, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. I can't watch
We
my
got
fucking trailer.
7
I
trailers
quit.
to watch. That's a lot of trailers, right?
7?
Yeah, 7.
All right, what we got here?
I see Disney.
Okay, the first trailer we got it's a documentary, but it's a documentary about Val Kilmer.
Oh, I saw this.
He recorded everything, really, I guess, from when he was a kid throughout his whole career in film and everything. He recorded a lot of shit.
Now, this is a weird one.
And
too.
he's made this documentary, he got someone to finance it, and
Looks interesting. I thought you said it's about Val Kilmer. It's about Cedric
that
Thompson.
is Val Kilmer.
Oh, did the Michael Jackson thing, huh?
Right, and it's
Reverse.
releasing on Amazon Prime. It's called Val.
It's going to be interesting.
Hi, my name's Val. I don't do this with every interview I go on. Take you inside my home. I don't. But I'm going to.
My name is Val Kilmer. I'm an actor. I've lived a magical life, and I've captured quite a bit of it.
Push the button.
I was the first guy I knew to own a video camera.
Here we are, filming ourselves. Is that a video
rolling, yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, Val.
I have thousands of hours of videotapes and film reels that I've shot throughout my life and career.
Shut the video camera off.
I will keep it on until we're rehearsing.
Oh, damn.
I was recently diagnosed with throat cancer. I'm still recovering, and it is difficult to talk and to be understood. But I want to tell my story more than ever.
I spent decades finding my voice
I was a perfectly normal person.
through characters,
I gave you about 4 takes with some different voices.
through movies.
That was him.
One of the things they buy for all that money, your life for a period of time.
I have behaved poorly.
More wine, more rum, more women.
I have behaved bravely. Bizarrely to some.
How do you heal a broken heart?
I see myself as a sensitive, intelligent human being, but with the soul of a clown.
5, 2, here. The world, I don't want to survive.
It's a story about my life that is also not my life.
Yeah, dude. I'm hyped for that, actually. In theaters.
July 23rd in theaters
Oh, it's in
and
theaters.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's
So-
crazy.
That's 2 weeks.
And there's a lot of shit to that too, because we were just talking to Adam Marcus on the podcast, and now he was on the set, and he literally kicked him in the nuts on the set of Conspiracy. Like,
He was-
put him down, and Adam Marcus, he even was like, look, there's a lot going on at that time, but he admitted everything that he did on the set. He was just a horrible human being.
He was an asshole.
Completely. And I've
Well-
heard that about so many different things, But even like the biggest asshole. Like, I mean, but America's land of second chances. Like, just to see him get this redemption with this, you know, and like I like how he even put it like that. Like, he even said in the trailer, he's like, I don't remember the exact wording, but he's like, I can be like an asshole, basically. And that's not the word he used.
I guess he's gonna put that in the footage, and
I don't know if it's gonna be him actually kicking Adam Marcus in the nuts in the footage. That would be fucking crazy.
well, I mean, is he gonna?
I
portray
might hit
how
up
he
Adam,
was?
honestly, because
I
I'm
doubt
curious what
they
he
paint
thinks
him
about
as
this.
That big of
That's-
a villain.
Well, I mean, but if
I could see
it's
it
Val,
in
I could see
this.
him doing that deal.
Yeah, I could see
him-
like this is like a throat cancer. Like, I'm about to bear it all. Like,
Yeah.
all the like, and that's kind of what the vibe at least he gave off. It was like, I've been this, I've been this, I've been this, I've done all this, and it kind of was like, that's almost what it kind of feels like. Is he's just like, I'm about to put it literally every bit of it out there, all the bad, all the good, everything in between. So like, I'm actually really interested in that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
What we got next?
All right. Next is Disney's Encanto, and I know nothing about this. I haven't even watched the trailer yet. So
Disney though.
yeah, it is Disney, so
Encanto.
it's the same as Frozen and Moana and all them.
No shit.
Yeah,
Never heard of him.
yeah, they're good.
Oh, sweet.
Really good.
I got Frozen over here, actually.
Mirabel, delivery. I gave you the special since you're the only Madrigal kid with no gift. I call it the not special since, you have no gift.
Thanks.
Gift or no gift, I am just as special as the rest of my family.
Who wants more pink?
All right, guys, where do I drop the wagon?
Maybe your gift is being in denial.
Okay, I'm 100% in on that.
Speak for yourself. No, I'm just playing.
Your
Yeah.
daughter's gonna be watching that.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
I wish I could get into Disney movies like that, dude. I just don't.
I'm not either.
I don't know
I'm
what
not.
it is. I try so hard.
I've never been a Disney fan.
Yeah, it's tough, dude, because I wish I was. And, like, I get enjoyment out of it when I watch, like, her watch it, because I like to see her reaction, and, like, I kind of live through her in the moment, like, oh, man, I remember being a kid and feeling that way. So I get enjoyment watching it with her. But as far as, like, oh, dude, it's about to come out, I'm about to go see it, like, I don't get that feeling, dude. And I wish I did. I feel robbed of it, but I just don't.
Well, dude, the music's being done by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who did
that changes it
Hamilton.
all.
Well, he did Hamilton and In the Heights, and In the Heights is fucking magnificent. And Hamilton is incredible too. Like, I haven't watched the movie on Disney Plus because there's a movie of the actual play, so I need to watch that. But dude, I think it's gonna be great. Plus, dude, like,
I haven't seen it.
Disney kills it with like their soundtracks and
Oh,
musical
they do.
scores.
Yeah, they're great.
It's amazing.
It doesn't sync up for me though, for whatever reason. I'll still watch it though.
Next, we have Queen's Pine. I again have no idea. I haven't watched the trailer on this or anything yet.
Queen Pins.
Hell yeah.
Is that says Queen Pins?
Coco fuck the world.
Queen Pins, I think.
no idea.
Yeah, Queen
I've never
Pins.
seen
All right.
All right, boys, lock and load. So what are we dealing with here? Gun runners? Drug dealers?
It's two women who are counterfeiting coupons.
This feels like a lot. You don't think we're coming in a little hot here, boss?
Total's $138.55.
Is it?
It's like 1,000 coupons. Your trophy.
Yo, yo, yo! It's
time to save with JoJo. Is it hot in here, or is it just me? It's you. Mom!
We have a mountain of debt.
Is this the best we're ever gonna do?
How come I'm so broke?
The system has set us up to fail.
You know who gets rewarded? People who don't follow the rules. It's time we start bending them a little.
Where did you get these?
When you send these companies a complaint, they send you a coupon for free stuff. All of these free coupons come from one factory.
It's like Robin Hood. We gotta steal these coupons and sell them to families who really need them. That's money in the bank. Hey! Dirty! Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey!
I am the loss prevention officer. Thousands of these coupons are getting mailed out all over the country. We need boots on the ground ASAP.
Oh, baby. Simon Kilmer, a U.S. Postal Inspector.
They said that they were sending the FBI. What do? You carry mail around or something?
That would be a mailman. They carry the mail. I carry a gun. We are investigating a counterfeit coupon ring costing companies tens of millions of dollars.
We need someone who's had experience with this sort of thing.
We gotta spread this shit out. I'm talking bank accounts, credit cards, a stash house, and aliases.
Could you say it all again and like much slower?
And do you have like a pad just to write it down? No, get out. Okay, we don't wing it, but we got it.
You gotta let me in on this thing. Who's the girl, Earl?
I think it's pretty clear that Earl doesn't know.
Call a sketch artist!
Call a sketch artist? Like, who do you think she is? Kaiser Soze?
We're queen pins, bitch.
Coupons aren't about what you buy. It's about the feeling you get. They call it the coupon high. Supposedly it's better than intimacy with another person. Or so I've been told.
Sorry, have you not used a coupon or have you not had sex?
What happened?
The website is way too easy to trace back to you. Is there anything else I should know about? I don't think so.
No. Well, yo, it's time to save with JoJo. I mean, how could they trace it?
Get back to your face.
My face is right on it.
Chicka bang, chicka bang.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
I know it. I'm in on
Yeah.
it.
Looks like the best movie about couponing I've ever seen.
We might be able to save a lot of money.
Dude, yeah.
By
Very
watching it.
informative. Study it inside and out.
So now we have Marvel's What If series that's coming to Disney Plus. It's going to be animated, and the What If series is like, what if Black Panther was Captain America instead of being King of Wakanda, or what if like everybody turned into zombies, like the zombie war and all sorts of other shit. Just what if hypotheticals, yeah.
Scenarios.
It looks really interesting.
Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'd be out of a job with peace. Do we know each other?
Overrated.
Time. Reality. It's changeable.
Where you want to be? That's the question, isn't it?
Every universe is different. Each one unique.
Slow down a little bit. There's a few people in the room that don't understand. Not me, I get it.
Who are you?
The name's Captain Carter.
Scheiße.
I am the Watcher. I observe all that transpires here. But I do not, cannot, will not interfere.
I guess I have to freestyle then.
We have you outnumbered.
A Ravager never flies solo. I said never flies solo.
Is that some kind of catchphrase?
You had me worried for a second.
Journey to face the unknown and ponder the question. What if?
What if this is all a lie and it doesn't happen?
Oh, it's gonna happen, and I can't wait for it.
So is each episode going to revolve around a different hypothetical? Like they're not going to connect?
I think so. I
It's
think
just
that's
gonna
what they're
each be their
going for.
own
Yeah.
episode?
No, that's cool as shit.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not a big animated guy, but I have my moments. That actually looked really well done, though.
I'm pretty stoked.
I mean, that
about
looks
it.
badass.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
I would watch it.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, so next is Ride the Eagle.
Ride the tiger.
We are finding out about this just now. I don't know anything. I don't even know who's in this.
Hi, Leaf. Look at me talking to you even though I'm dead. That's trippy, right? Well, I'm still here. Spiritually, I'm right behind you. Whoa! That was a good one. I got you.
Nope.
I got you. I know. Yeah, I did.
I hereby leave my cabin to my son, provided he completes this list of tasks left for him at the cabin.
Do you want a gun?
No, should I?
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I didn't really know. My mom. This list could be anything.
I know I wasn't the mother you wish I'd been. I did not teach you enough stuff. So I made this list of lessons I learned to be most important on this planet. Number 1, be the predator, not the prey.
Who are you, man?
Your mom and I were lovers. I'm gonna miss you, sweet girl. Your mind, your sense of humor, your taste in the morning.
Your next task, call the one who got away and say you're sorry.
Hey, Audrey, it's Leaf.
I'm sorry, is that a name or a word?
We dated for 3 years.
Why don't you give me your phone number, and then if I can remember who you are, I'll just give you a call back.
It's full.
You're so dumb, Leaf. Oh, buddy.
Sometimes life is messy. It doesn't go as you planned, but it's not over.
I'm too stoned for this.
I want for you to experience the best of this life.
Will you come up here?
And to feel everything along the way.
My biggest regret is that we didn't spend any time together.
I'll tell you a lot of stories about her. She had quite an appetite. She was a very, very sexual animal, and that's probably not what her son wants to hear, I guess.
Are you lingering?
potential
Don't
to be
linger.
top
Stop
10.
the tape, please. I've tried so hard to get this all
shut
together.
up.
Please.
I like the concept behind that. Very
Yeah.
unique.
Yes. Yes.
Jake,
Very
dude,
unique.
for him to write that shit.
Yeah, I know it. Dude, it's comedy. People who do comedy are geniuses.
They really are. It seems like they merge over into other genres easier than other people merging into comedy from other genres.
It's true. Comedy's hard to do, I guess. Make it real, like.
Yeah. Where is the credit?
So this is the North Water. Jack O'Connell and Colin Farrell. That's a good little duo right there. I
That
think.
seems very.
So
I'm ready to see what this is going to be. Oh shit!
It is a grave mistake to think too much. Patrick Sumner, the new surgeon.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Sumner.
We have an international on board.
I wonder how we cope with those rough brutes of the sea.
Why did you become a surgeon? Because I wish to advance from my humble origins.
Yet, here you are, little whaler. I wonder what has happened to those ambitions.
No man has ever caught a whale this far north before.
Sound men are closer to the darkness, to the primitive.
We are gradually freezing day by day.
Why do you care so much?
I believe a good man is in need of ethics. If we give them up, then we are no more than beasts.
Oh, I'd wager that's the least of our problems. The very least, I'd say.
Only devil here is the one inside ourselves.
Perhaps life cannot be puzzled, but should be survived in whatever fashion a man can manage.
July 15th. So
I never thought I needed to see Colin Farrell as like a whaler or whatever you call it, but like I think that suits him actually really well after seeing that trailer.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
he looks like he's got
Fits the
potential
part.
to give one of his best performances, if not his best in that. If they make him like unhinged.
Yeah, dude, I'm really curious because it's AMC produced.
Yeah.
And they make some hella good shows.
They do.
You know, I mean, they've got Walking Dead, which is, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but there's
At the
no
time
doubt it's
when
one
that
of the
came out, like the first season, it was like
first
this is
couple-
on TV.
First four are like flawless to me.
Fantastic.
But I mean, they got such good content shows wise. I'm curious as to how they can do like movie form. You know, it's gonna be different, but I think it'll be solid.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
So, this is Sweet Girl.
I thought it said Street Girl for some
It
reason.
might. I don't know. I can't see from here.
Oh my god.
It's a Netflix film.
It's a warning sign.
The past is like a dream.
Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Images and feelings that offer some truth about how we got here. Even if details have blurred with time.
I had a dream last night about that trip we took with Mom in the woods.
I miss her. I miss her family.
My wife was supposed to start a new medication.
The company that makes the drug pulled it off the market.
Paying competitors to sell generic brands of drugs? That is immoral.
Our next caller is from Pittsburgh.
If my wife dies,
It's your death sentence. I can help you get justice for what happened to your wife.
Who's that?
Local family gets ravaged by big pharma's greed. We could blow this thing wide open.
there's nowhere to hide. We know who you are.
People are gonna come after us, aren't they?
We need to go.
Dad, what are you planning to do?
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I just need to make sense of this.
I know you're fighting for us. But this is my fight, too.
You knew going after powerful people was a dangerous business.
As long as we're together, we're still a family.
Like Guns N' Roses in that trailer.
Yeah,
that was pretty solid.
That was really cool. I don't know about it. I love Jason Momoa, but
I'm interested in that.
That looks pretty different.
One of the main reasons I'm interested in it though is it looks like Jason Momoa is actually trying to do something a little different. Now I know it's like the same action, shit, but it looks like he's actually trying to do a little bit of dramatic scenes in that too. And that always intrigues me when somebody does some shit like that.
Get out of their comfort zone or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna have some emotional moments in that. Curious about it because I can't imagine him as like a strong I'm about to tear up and cry like actor.
I don't know how he can do that kind of leading a role like that, but we'll see. I mean,
I feel like that's what a lot of these action movies nowadays are missing. Like it's not even like the tears and stuff, but like a lot of the older action movies people don't realize. Not all of them, of course. Like there's a lot of heart.
A lot
of them. So even though it might not be emotional, not that some like Rocky can be emotional, but damn near all of them, like a lot of heart in those movies. And they're so like cut and dry.
Explosions, big set pieces.
Yeah. So I mean, I like that he's trying to add that element into it. Well, obviously he didn't like put everything together, but he's taking on a role that has that. So that's cool. I'm with it.
We'll see what happens. Netflix, what is that? I think August 31st.
It was August something. I don't know the date.
Last trailer is No Man of God. I know as much as you all do. So.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
You think you're smarter than him. You think you're going to be the one that's going to get him to confess.
Well, I don't think I'm smarter, sir. I don't think you necessarily have to be smarter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is what's going to happen. He will come down. He'll toy with you for a little while.
Does your son know what you do? He knows his daddy protects people.
He will cat and mouse with you. He will make you think you are getting somewhere.
Press record and let's get this party started. It is February 13th, 1986. This is Agent Bill Hagmeyer. I'm sitting with Theodore.
No, Ted.
I'm sitting with Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy has 13 hours to live, and he is using those hours to try and buy himself more time.
He's ready to talk. He said he's ready to confess to everything, but only talk to one person. There are families out there looking for answers.
The world needs to know why he killed those girls.
You're some hotshot young upstart, and I'm your next big case. You're going to be the guy who broke me. There are a lot of myths and misunderstandings about me. What are you going to tell me?
Everything.
What do you think he wants?
You and I will sit down and have the conversation you've wanted this whole time.
When you get too close to a guy like this, you could lose your way.
Do you think you could kill somebody? I'm an FBI agent. That's not what I'm saying. You can't hold these girls hostage.
I'm not playing games.
How many did you kill?
Let's say 30.
Let's say we talk about the real number.
30 is a nice round number.
You're getting inside my head. I'm looking for understanding.
You think they should kill me, don't you? You think it's my time to die?
Frankly, they probably should have done it a long time ago.
I'm going to take you somewhere that I've never taken anyone before. I need a moment with Bill. He's my best friend.
I don't know. I wasn't. Jesus. You
just had to click on that one.
God damn it.
Oh,
so
that was perfect.
That's in my history now.
I think that looks good.
solid.
The only reason why I'm kind of cool with it is it looks like it's kind of flip-flop. It's not more about Bundy. It's more about the guy that was interviewing him. So it's going to be like a different type of flip. It's not just like, oh, yeah, Bundy go crazy again. It's going to be more, I don't know the guy's name, but Elijah Wood's character. I know that, but like whatever the actor name, Like, I think it could be interesting to see that point of view of like what that guy went through, having to talk to him and him being the guy that had to go through with it. Because it probably started out as, oh man, this is a big break for me. But as it kept lingering on, it was probably like, look, you're the one guy that can get shit out of him. And it probably led him down just a rabbit hole of darkness. So I think there's good potential for that, actually.
Did you watch the recent movie?
I think I say, did you watch the trailer? It looked horrible. Potential.
No, the trailer looked okay.
Actually, I did not watch the most recent movie.
Yeah, they had the documentary and then the movie.
I watched the documentary and I was hyped about the movie and I saw bits and pieces of it.
It was okay.
But then a bunch of people told me it's the exact same as the documentary, like beat for beat, because it was the same guy that directed
pretty
it.
much, except for Zac Efron was in it.
Yeah, and I saw enough clips to kind of get the gist of it. But yeah, it's a weird one because I was so hyped for that movie and then I just never watched it. Crazy shit, man. All right, so we're gonna
Black Widow
talk about some reviews. We're gonna save that one for last. You want to do your thing, or you want me to go ahead since you're doing that?
I want to hit up Tomorrow War.
Okay.
Just knock it out real quick.
Do it, man.
Tomorrow War on Amazon Prime.
If there's some heavy spoilers in this, I gotta bounce up.
They're yeah, go on and bounce. There's a pretty big spoiler.
All right, so y'all. Maybe some non-spoilers, then spoilers, or just kind of lead them on until when the spoiler happens. All right, I got to hop out of here, Will. You got to let me go, dude. I can't hear how this ends. I should have already watched it.
All right, the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt, Amazon Prime. I agree with the audience score on this, ish. I'm like at a 7.5, 7.7 on it. It's a solid movie. It's really good. It's not great. It's got some parts taking from other movies that you can kind of tell, like Starship Troopers and Quiet Place and other movies here and there, but he's a science teacher, ex-military, and a portal opens during a game, a soccer game, and this is all within like 10 minutes of the movie, so it like starts off with a bang and it keeps on going. And they say aliens are attacking the future, which is all of them, and they need all of the able bodies from this time, the present, to help them fight this war in the future so that, you know, this never happens, you know, try to go in the past. So he gets there to the future, and he has a wife and a daughter in the present. And he gets to the future, and he's going to fight the war and everything, and his commander's a female. And so they go to this war. They find the creatures. They start fighting the creatures and everything, which are like, the creatures are dope as shit looking. They're like rabid dogs almost, but like they have these alien like tentacle like things coming off their back that shoot out like needles. And I don't know if they'll show, but you find out that the lead military agent, which is played by Yvonne Strahovski, she's Murray, his daughter, in the future.
This is a bitch from Dexter. That's Hannah.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
And so yeah, you find out that she's actually his daughter in the future, and she, I mean, they kick ass. There's a couple problems I have with it, like nobody really that you're close to dies in this movie. It's all pretty much just, we're not going to kill any of the good guys off. We're just going to kill all the unimportant people, and then, you know, let you see the creature violence and everything. J.K. Simmons plays his dad, and phenomenal. J.K. Simmons was awesome in it, and ripped too. Jack, like, dude,
was
like,
he?
Yeah, he's yeah, for real. But yeah, you know, and then the end of the movie comes through, and it's, you know, they win pretty much. They take this virus back in time and hit the mothership with all the creatures before they came up from the ice, because they weren't from space, they were actually from underground, crash landing. But yeah, it's, I mean, the action sequences in it are awesome, the CGI is awesome, the creatures are awesome, some of the dialogue was kind of cringy, and the whole, you know, Chris Pratt has to save everybody, and nobody, like, there was no like really high stakes in this movie, which was kind of upsetting. But I mean, overall, I give it like a 7. I'll stay with a 7.5 on it.
How was Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt was solid. He was actually really good in this. He there's some humorous parts in it from him, you know, but for the most part, like as a dramatic role, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Believable character.
Getting Star-Lord vibes.
Not
No?
so sarcastic.
Okay.
But he is, but not as much as, like, his Star-Lord character is pure sarcasm.
Yeah.
Whereas this character just has
More
some bit of it,
serious.
yeah, but more
Gotcha.
serious. So, yeah, Tomorrow War, y'all check it out. Amazon Prime if you got it. Fucking watch it when you can. Come in, Brandon.
He's not listening. Grab him, Willie.
Got it.
Okay, there he is.
Oh, chickadoo.
Say,
Toodaloo. Toodaloo, toodaloo.
you leaving for Brandon spoilers?
What did you watch?
Yeah, Fear Street.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go.
I was about to say, you don't want to. Maybe, I don't know. It's not really. It's
Dude,
not,
the
that's
score
spoiler.
for
Yeah.
Fear Street is incredible.
Oh yeah, which one? Both
The
of them
well,
combined.
Really, both of them. The first and second one both have the high 80s.
All right, I'm gonna jump straight into spoilers on this one. I was hoping
94?
we trip out. Yeah, 94 is
Yeah,
what we.
look at that.
Yeah, and I'm about to tell you why every bit of it's wrong. No, I'm just playing. Shit, dude.
I'm gonna piss.
Basically, this flick right here. If you're a big Scream fan, I think you could definitely find some enjoyment in Fear Street Part 1, 1994. For me, I didn't necessarily love it, but I will go out ahead and say I did like it. Now, there's a lot of people right now that are basically just tooting this thing's horn like crazy. A lot of horror fans I'm seeing. And I think a lot of it is that Scream era. Like, we've kind of... era. I think we've kind of been starved for this kind of film. I mean, we get it to an extent, but, you know, setting it right around the time of Scream, a lot of those same vibes. It's just people really, really want to see this movie if you're of that camp. And I honestly don't think it is on par, probably with any of the Scream movies. But honestly, that's what it's going to be compared to. And I'll get to that more because I'm starting to see, I haven't seen the latest one yet, the second one. A lot of people are talking about Friday the 13th, which is more up my alley, as much as I do like Scream. But the actors in this movie, though, this was more, to me, it felt more MTV Scream, which I actually liked the first season of that, and then after a while, it ran really stale. And then by the time the third one, they rehauled the cast, it was just horrible. But it's not like that's all bad. You know, like, acting in horror movies isn't always going to be great. And it's not like these people are abysmal. I mean, they're not great, but they're not abysmal. And the movie feels competently made. It feels kind of sharp. It feels witty. The soundtrack is amazing. I thought Maya Hawke did really good. But, yeah. I mean, overall, solid movie. Let's jump into some spoilers. Ready? All right, spoilers. There is more than one killer in this movie. There's 3 killers in this movie, which was something I wasn't necessarily ready for, and I don't know how much I liked it, because I kind of liked just having the one killer. Sometimes 3's a crowd, right? But overall, it was fine. It didn't bother me. And then Maya Hawke, if you did not know. She was probably, I think she was the best acted character in the movie, and she's kind of Scream-esque here. You see Maya Hawke, you're like, oh, she's gonna be one of the leads. She gets Drew Barrymore, basically, and that kind of sucked. But overall, man, this movie, like I said, it's definitely worth a watch. There's nothing to write home about like I've seen a lot of horror fans do, but if you're a Scream fan especially, I think you can definitely find some enjoyment in this. And if you're a horror fan in general, I think you can. But I'd temper your expectations to a degree, because I think people have way overhyped this, but it's solid enough to where I definitely want to see the next one and the one after it. It's such a cool thing they're doing where they're releasing the new one each week of this trilogy, and it's really cool to see R.L. Stine get something else kind of, put on the map like this. And yeah, and it's gory, I'll give you that. But that was another problem I kind of had with the movie, is when the gore isn't happening, it really does feel like it's made for teenagers. Like, I'm sitting there and I feel like I'm watching like almost like a, not quite Disney Channel, but something like it, like horror movie, and then I know where somebody gets just stabbed to death and blood's everywhere. It's kind of like an uneven tone for me. So I don't know. I think these are the things that didn't make it bad, but made it not quite great. But definitely interested in seeing the next one. Bada boom, bada bing. Toodaloo!
That was loud for me. Will he go outside too?
Yeah. See? These motherfuckers. I said toodaloo. Yeah. I'd give
right in front of the camera.
Fear Street Part 1, 1994, a 7.3 out of 10.
Right.
And again, that last kill is what ruined it. I'm just playing. I was hoping he'd be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Did you talk to them about a little bit? We talked about this earlier. How because I haven't seen this one or the second one yet, I'm gonna wait to watch them, but I'm gonna watch them backwards because of the timelines.
Yeah, he was talking something like that. And honestly, depending on, I've only seen the first one. Maybe it'll work great, but it seems weird to go backwards. They're trying
Does
to
it really?
Tarantino. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I've only seen the first one. It seems weird on paper for them to Tarantino this shit.
Right. That's.
I don't know what's going on, and I don't even know what to think of the third one. Because I'm keeping it kind of close to the vest for me, too. Just I'm doing it strictly like I watch it, and then I watch the trailer for the next one at the end, and then I'm going into it. Kind of like it's like legit TV, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. Worth a watch. I don't think it's as great as what I'm saying.
I gave Tomorrow War a 7.5, by the way.
Nice.
All right, the moment you all have been waiting for. Black Widow.
Oh my god!
I don't think anybody knows anybody's scores.
I don't think I've really come up with.
It's gone down in critic score. Okay, so Black Widow. Get this out of the way. As of right now, it is a 79% on critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 92% audience score. So that's what we're looking at. We're going to talk non-spoilers. And then we're going to talk spoilers.
Okay. Did y'all like the action in this movie?
I like the action in this movie.
I did too. All right, next thing. Did y'all like? Just keep it like that the whole time. The action was pretty fucking stellar, dude. And I'm fighting whether like the IMAX enhanced it that much and made me like it so much, or like maybe if I watch it, when I get the old 4K on the tiny 75-inch.
Well, it's crazy because you can tell the difference between an IMAX camera and a camera that's not an IMAX camera when they film certain scenes. And it seemed like every fight scene was filmed with an IMAX camera. So I see what you're saying, like where maybe that upped it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that every time with the black bars, they disappear. And it's like, okay, here we go. I wish the whole movie would just stay like that.
I know, dude. I know.
But, man, when it switches, you're like, oh, it's about to go down. As far as like characters and shit go, the whole family aspect of it,
loved it.
Was fucking amazing, man.
Here come the Dom memes.
Oh yeah, here we go. Family. In general though, like Scarlett Johansson, we know what she brings to the table. I thought she was solid. I didn't think she was like amazing, but she was solid.
Yes.
And Florence Pugh stole the show for me, dude. Like, I had a feeling she was going to, and she maybe exceeded expectations.
And this is where we can disagree.
Yeah.
I think David Harbour stole the show.
I agree with you.
I think I was going to get to that, and I was going to say the other person that stole the show is David Harbour. Like, he was amazing as well. Them two were the fuel to this movie.
Yes.
Like, it would have been a really solid movie with I forget what's her character name again?
The mom?
Yeah, Melina.
Oh yeah, Melina.
Yeah, she would have been great with just Scarlett Johansson. They had like a mother-daughter type thing going on. It would have been a solid movie, I think. But what makes it so much better is just the spark that Florence Pugh and Harbour's character give. Like they ignite this fucking movie in so many ways and make it so special.
She started off slow with me, Florence did.
I was
which
shocked.
Is crazy
from the moment she was on the screen, I was like, she is so dope right now.
Yeah,
like, not just the
absolutely,
look, but everything about her. I was into it.
The comedy that she was delivering in her first few scenes wasn't hitting with me for some reason. It wasn't until she got with Red Guardian when her and Dad went back and forth.
There was a lot of funny shit before.
I thought that's where it was
pretty funny. There's a lot of
more humor than I thought was going to be in this.
Definitely.
I guess I'll leave that out for now until we get to spoilers. But there's something that she did that involved Scarlett Johansson and something she does a lot. I thought that was really funny.
Yes, dude.
That,
I know what you're
see, the comedy didn't really hit for me until that scene, and she started like. I mean, she was cracking the whole theater up, and that was like well before they even.
That was funny.
Yeah, they got back into more stuff with that, but yeah. And then what'd y'all think of like Taskmaster?
Okay.
Now we can't go too deep. We can go in a deeper.
Well, all I'll say right now, as of right now, all I say is, damn it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I've seen a lot of people just hate on this. For me, maybe it's because I was like so prepared to hate it too. It didn't bother me as much. that decisions that were made. But yeah, I don't know, man. Anything else we want to talk about? Non-spoiler territory. I'm trying to think.
There's a lot of heart in this too.
Yes, that's definitely something to touch on. I love that they threw that together,
which is in the family aspect of it, which it extends a little bit past the family, but for the most part, it's unbelievable how good the family aspect was in this. So
yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I guess we can just move on to spoilers now.
Oh wait! I'm just playing. Yeah, spoilers. All right, now that we got that bullshit out of the way, we can spoil this for you. This movie sucks, so I hate to be them. No, dude, I'm trying to think of where I want to go first with spoilers, dude. The whole family aspect, I wasn't prepared for it to be the way it was. When I saw them in the trailer, I was like, that was one of the main things that had me so hyped. I was like, they just seem like they would be siblings. And then you find out in the movie, like none of them are fucking related.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like across
Family
the
runs
fucking
deeper
board.
than blood.
Like I wasn't ready for that. And I'm glad they at least for me, maybe I'm just blind. That was kept under wraps to me by the marketing team because I was like blindsided. I was like, where are they going with this right now? What is going on? I'm like, wait a minute, is David Harbour going to be a bad guy in this movie? And that's what I thought in the beginning, because they have the whole opening scene where he goes and talks to Rachel Weisz's character and is like, it's time, we got to get out of here. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? And cops are trying to stop him. I was even at one point wondering, like, is the world about to end right now? Because they threw on Florence Pugh's character that song, bye bye Miss American Pie, and they kept doing this is gonna be the day I die. I'm like, is the world gonna blow up? And he's like a scientist, like what's happening here? And I thought that was awesome, because so many times exactly what's gonna happen. And I was blown away by the fact that none of them were related, and there was other crazy circumstances and ulterior motives that were going on that I just had no idea were coming. And I'm glad that they were able to keep that shit under wraps. I thought that was really fucking cool. The whole plot in general, I wasn't ready for any of it. And I thought that was amazing.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, because when Florence Pugh, you first see her, she comes down and she's trying to fight this person, and you're just like, oh, get her. You wanting her to win, and then out of nowhere, she puts, I thought it was poison in her face. And I was like, oh, shit, dude. Fuck, that bitch got her. And the next thing you know, I'm like, what's going to happen to her? And she's like, comes to. She's like, oh, I'm me now.
Comes to her senses.
And she, digs something out, and you're like, holy shit, she was being controlled. I didn't see any of this shit coming.
The tracker.
Yeah, there was a good 4 or 5 times in this movie where I was surprised, and I really like being surprised in movies.
Yeah, I was like,
smile.
He was
I was pretty happy with some moment. Shit that I thought I was predicting, I was like, oh, this is this and that, and then I'm like, oh, when it happens, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah, 100%. And what'd you think of Bill Murray being their grandfather?
Bill Murray was a great addition to this. Chevy Chase as the uncle too.
Really
good.
I can't keep this going. That'd be crazy. What?
Comedy All Stars?
Yeah, what is going on? But yeah, all the shit with the family, the spoilers there. I know there's got to be a few more we got to touch on before we just jump into some shit. The pose thing I was joking about. I didn't want to give away too many jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Florence Pugh's dropping down, and she's like, why are you always pose like that?
Yeah.
Right after.
People are watching you.
Yeah. And there's even a funny moment where she drops out of
a
a
vent.
Yeah, and then she lands like that, and she's like, oh, fuck.
She's just disgusted with herself.
Yeah, just every bit of their sister dynamic. And then when they all they break David Harbour out of prison, dude.
I love that.
Which is so good, and it's so intense, dude. It's from the trailers. I know he makes it past that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, are they about to is it?
Yeah, you felt it in the moment, dude. And then he's over there arm wrestling.
Dude, yeah, broke big guy's wrist and started crying.
Great. Yeah, the one guy's he thinks he's gonna.
And the whole time he's arm wrestling, he's getting a backhand.
Yeah, and having a conversation with someone he's not wrestling.
Oh my god,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and that's part of what was so amazing about it too. He's over there I'm so proud of you, girls, you saved me. And they're just like, no, we just need you. Give us the answers. I forget.
His call sign's Taskmaster.
Red
He controls the Red Room.
Or not
They're
him,
manipulated.
what's the place?
Fully conscious,
the
but
Red
no
Room.
choices.
There you go. That's what I can remember. Red.
I should have come back for you.
No, it's Red Room.
Yeah, but the fact that like
Enough.
they flipped that on him, it was just like different dynamics like that. Like I wasn't
I didn't like the way
We have to go back to where it all started.
You didn't?
So they
Really?
never
I
did
actually
did not like
really
that.
liked it. I thought it made it interesting.
So she made a point like,
with you.
you want to hop and shield, like, shield, and being
You
in a
won't
cloud
win.
like that is not.
I've always
So
found it best.
I want to like shoot.
Not to look into the past.
Makes sense to me.
You got a plan, or shall I just
Yeah, I
stay
mean,
duck
we're
and
in
cover? My
spoiler
plan was to
territory.
drive us
listen,
away.
but, like,
Well, your plan
so
sucks.
Scarlett Johansson and her mom had switched places.
Yes, that was a great
That
spot.
fucked me up.
No, it did too.
Well,
But when they were flying to
Between
the
what the
Red
world
Room,
wants you to be. you are.
she said 1 minute out. And Red Guardian was like, "Why are we
I made
still
my
going
choice.
up?" And she said, "That's how we can make it hide." That was really Scarlett
done running?
Johansson. She was like only the mom would have known that that wasn't.
Maybe
the
they
mom
did
at
it
that point.
right.
No, because they switched it when they came to the house.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did.
I don't know if they didn't catch that or
Here's what's gonna happen.
Natasha, don't
when they switch places, if you know all the knowledge of the other person. But like, that was like, I was like, what?
All right, enough. All of you.
How would you?
I didn't say anything.
That was just
That's
a little
not
small.
That's an
fair.
interesting time. Yeah. Oh yeah. That surprised the shit out of me.
Really,
Taking the
yeah.
mask off, I was like, oh my god, I forgot about
Natasha,
that.
my
Transparent.
I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah, I
about it.
wouldn't
see it
either.
coming a mile away.
What brings
Dre
you?
reminded me of
Mission Impossible.
no, the other Marvel movies thing that they were hiding.
I was trying to do something good.
Marvel.
Oh,
Captain America.
Marvel.
Captain America. Yeah,
You're
Captain
fooling
America.
yourself.
Yeah, dude, this movie had such,
We're
like,
still
at
both
least
train
for,
killers.
like, the first 30, 45 minutes was, like, watching a Jason. It was, like, the chase scenes, the fight scenes, and the vibes of camera work. I was just like, damn, this is,
How many cars
oh,
Scarlett
man.
Johansson on that blew up?
Probably, what, 5 or
There's
6?
multiple
Like every few
cars.
moments, it seemed like she was just
Cars
like,
Why do you keep
Exploding.
getting in that car?
Nah,
It's gonna
you're better
explode.
off
She
on
just walks
foot.
away.
It was in a lot of the previews where that slow motion arrow.
Yeah,
They, like, hit the
that's really
ground.
dope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was solid. That's what I'm saying. The action scenes were awesome, and the scenes with
I'm done running from my past.
Taskmaster were cool, but
Yeah, it was kinda
so
undersold.
underutilized. So,
Yeah.
like he was in the movie for what, like all 5 minutes maybe. Well, yeah, you want to say Taskmaster's a female, which I called. I said it was going to be a female.
Oh,
I knew
dude,
it.
and that was one thing that was predictable as fuck. When it went back and showed the backstory of what you did, the little girl, I was like, that's
She's
clearly going to be Taskmaster. I was like, that's
Black
given.
Widow's
But even then, like,
and,
way
motivated
he was
and
explaining,
determined
like,
and all
he
of
gave
those
me my
things,
best
and
gift
she has
and
an
all
arc.
that. I was like, I'm still into this.
I would love to take this character in every
But
different
yeah,
direction.
I mean,
I'm always
I
picking up
thought
after you boys.
she was used very
The
well in the
possibilities
beginning,
are
but
really
that whole
endless.
middle portion, it was so focused on like,
Black
what are
Widow.
we gonna do
Before I
next?
worked for
What do we do with the
S.H.I.E.L.D.
family? So it kind of like it's an ebb
But
and
I'm done
flow.
running
I don't
from
know
my
if
past.
like Taskmaster coming in and messing
Very
shit up
few
left
actors
and
can
right.
say
in
that they've
between
worked
that.
on
He's
Such a good villain.
character
He's one of
for
my
10
favorite
years,
villains,
and then
and
suddenly
he's and
have
he
this chance to
to be able to
delve
mimic
deep
anything
into
that
the
anybody
inner
can
workings
do,
of
like,
this
that's
person. We have to go
unbelievable,
back
and they
to where it all
completely
started.
underutilized it. What they
There's
did
one movie
with
people
him,
have been asking us
her
to
was
make for a very long
awesome,
time.
but it
More so
wasn't
than any
enough.
other
It
film.
was just
Yeah,
like
you
you get this
needed-
beginning bit and the end.
Black Widow
Something
movie.
more. And honestly, the whole ending.
We're going to be able to create
epic up
something
there.
that
That's
is
why I
a
loved
different
it.
flavor
This
for
guy-
the Marvel
Hell of an
Universe.
action
I'm just
scene.
excited
like,
to
I was
see
gonna
the
say,
real
too,
Black Widow.
Florence
She's
Pugh,
not a
like,
classic
like,
hero
I loved
because
how
she
that
has a
went.
dark
I actually was
past.
on the edge of my seat right there. I was
What
like,
brings
they
you
did not
home?
just kill her.
Oh, when she
You
stuck
get
that
to
thing in
see
Because
the
the
side
big,
of
and it was
her that
mainly
we've never
because it
ever
was
seen
so
before.
fitting with
We have
what you
unfinished
said earlier
business.
in the movie. When they caused an avalanche,
One thing's for
during
sure.
the jailbreak
It's gonna
scene,
be a hell of
she's
a
like,
reunion.
"It'd be a hell of a way to die."
Yeah.
And then she was gonna have her
Studios,
brain
Black Widow,
surgery or
in theaters
whatever,
May
her
1st.
brain dug out. She's like, "This is a terrible way to die." Yeah, which was funny. But then, like, when
You
she
don't
was
know
just
everything
like,
about me.
I don't even remember what she said. She said like, basically like, I had a good time, and she blew
The
herself
Avengers
up.
weren't my
and she was
first
free
family.
falling. I'm like, no, they couldn't. Like, they couldn't. I mean, that's the
At some point, we all
like
have to
perfect,
choose.
like, you know, like she's talking
what
about
the world wants
she
you to
has this
be.
weird, like, I won't die in a cool way, and then she even brought it up again. Just basically a few scenes prior, and then she gets to go out like a hero.
bank,
You know, I was
literally.
like, damn.
Ray Winston was also heavily underutilized. The
Yes.
main antagonist of the movie.
I
3 scenes with
I did
him.
love the scene like towards the end.
Yeah, the end
with
was
him and
good.
Scarlett Johansson.
Was
that
solid,
he
yes.
killed
Yeah, I
it there.
think the whole pheromone
Pheromone.
thing, and then you have to sever the nerve.
The
I think,
nerve or
Yeah, the
something.
nerve.
in order to get.
Yeah, when she just goes,
beats the shit out. Yeah,
She just slams. I was like,
Which
The
it made
tables
sense.
have
She was
turned,
trying to piss him
motherfucker.
off, so he would
Right.
punch her to sever that.
It's
She
never
was,
easy
what'd she
these
say?
days.
Like, you were too weak or something. I gotta finish it. She smashed her face
What are
on
you
the
going to do?
table.
I've lived a lot of
Solid.
lives.
Yeah, that was
solid little scene.
That was
And
dope.
I love we were talking about the whole family aspect. How
I know you're
at the
up
end
there.
all of the
I know you know I'm out here.
all the
So we're gonna
girls who
talk like
they
grown-ups?
saved from
Oh, yeah.
thing or whatever end
Is
up
that
coming
clear?
back, and
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
more of
cool.
a like family.
Which was an
note to
awesome
it.
Black Widow versus Black Widow's scene. I thought
Yeah,
that was
she
pretty
held her own
solid.
for a
Yeah. But I was glad to see her, because I've seen her fight aliens and this and Thanos and that and all this shit, and it's like she never has a hard time. But she had a hard ass time fighting those Black Widows. And I love seeing the weaker side of her. Yes, I love seeing her. Yes, because at the end of the day, her and Clint, Hawkeye were both human, 100% human. He just
thing for
is
sure.
perfect aim, and she's
gonna
just
be
a
a hell of a
very
reunion.
fucking good. So,
Speaking of badass, I love
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
They did Florence Pugh dirty though. Florence Pugh's got a nice ass too, but they gave her some like baggier pants at the end.
she does that though. Midsommar too.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, nah, but this is another thing. I think this might have saved Taskmaster. We could have like looked at it and been like, okay, Black Widow had they would have had it was like there was a cool shot and then it was over. Because she even said like, all right, fine, let's do this, and then it was basically over. If it had been like a fight, you know, like one of those fight scenes. I mean, we've seen like person being controlled in the same. You know, Scarlett's always in the Captain America movies. You have like a Bucky versus Captain America type scene right there where they're not necessarily trying to kill each other, but it's intense as fuck. The music's amped up, and they have that final, like, you add like 4 minutes to this movie, 2 hours and 17 minutes, and it's just a fucking epic bout where they're
Yeah.
just beating the
I would've
fuck
loved
out of each
that.
other. And then at the end, like, maybe you have that, it's cliche, but like she's about to, like, maybe Black Widow's about to die, and she's even telling, like, you know, Florence Pugh's character, like, stay back, and she's like having an emotional, like, look, you can beat this, or like whatever they gotta fucking do. But then again, it was cool. I did love that moment where she like got up and she even did like her pose on top of it and smashed it. But they could have like milked that part a little more. But the only reason why it didn't bother me is because like everything that happened in the sky and everything that fell apart, and then them free falling, and then Florence Pugh almost dying, like it gave me enough. But at the same time, like, give me that final like badass fight with some intense fucking music, and you would have brought it home completely.
Yeah, I thought when she was releasing Taskmaster from that cage or whatever, I thought they were gonna have like a fight right there.
A showdown right there?
Yeah, but it never didn't happen. I thought they
Materialized.
were gonna have that, you know, couple-minute fight scene, that thing you're kind of wanting. But
Yeah.
then
I was
think there
just-
was an explosion and they got separated.
Yeah, that's when she jumped out of it to save Florence. But that's I'm with Brandon. Like, they needed that last pal. You know, they needed that last fight there at the end. It was too simple. I get what they were doing with, because he mimics everything they do. If she's sitting there refusing to fight, like, what's she gonna do? Like, she's controlled to mimic, you know, their shit, and to, like, I guess it would confuse her in a way, which I get that, but it's like, no, just give me the fight. Even if Scarlett like loses and Florence has to be the one to beat her,
like it doesn't ruin the movie or hurt it at all for me. But as far as the character of Taskmaster, like, if you'd have gave me that last badass fight, I would have completely said, I already think people are overreacting with how like this character was used, but I would have completely like wrote that notion away, just because of how important the middle was for really focusing on the family side of things. And then you like, that would just be the final, like, you know, they're like, okay, and they gave us this last badass hurrah to end it. And they could have done it. Like, and I felt it in the moment when Scarlett Johansson was like, she was like, all right, fine, fuck it, basically. Not word for word, but she said that, and then she started fighting back. But as soon as she fought back, the sword or whatever went in the air, and then she did it was dope. Like, she fell back, flipped herself up, whatever that thing's called, and smashed that thing, that vial. Like, they could have done more with that, and I think it would have wrote home to the point where I'm like, damn, like, they even really kind of nailed, you know, Taskmaster. It gave me enough, because the beginning was dope, middle I would have understood with everything going on, and then the ending, if you deliver that badass fight, it's there. But because it's not, and then you're like, in the middle was kind of empty, it feels a little empty in general with his character.
So what about the post-credit scene?
Okay.
I think there was a lot there in that couple-minute scene.
It was... It almost got
what
me.
They're setting
like
up.
tear-jerking, it almost got me with that scene. But I'm so glad, and I was waiting for her to whistle back, and I was about to be livid if Natasha whistled back.
She just does some like Dawn of the Dead shit,
dude. I would. It would have dropped the score.
I thought
for this
somebody
movie
else was going to whistle back.
Yeah.
Well, you wanted to describe what the post-credit scene was, or
yeah? So
just
it's Florence
very
Pugh's
quickly?
character walking to Black Widow Natasha's grave, because she gets
at first
killed
I
in
thought it was
Endgame.
going to be the mom's grave, but then I was like, well, wait, that was.
Well, I didn't know if they were
Scarlett
going to
Johansson's
do
mom.
Scarlett's grave that soon, because there's been talks about maybe them doing a sequel. So, like, how would they do it if now the post-credit scene is, her
After
dead?
Endgame.
But the thing is, like, she goes to the grave and she's tearing up and she's sad and everything, and she
the bitch from
whistles,
Seinfeld.
and then you think that there's going to be a whistle back. There's no whistle back, but then Luis Dreyfus comes into play
Blowing her
Valentina from Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it's like, oh my god! So she's trying to get her to do. She's already working for Valentina.
And she's pissed
Florence
at her,
Pugh
too.
is, yeah,
She's
but-
looking at her like,
because
what the
Valentina
fuck,
is
dude?
an evil bitch.
Mhm.
So yeah, and then it just goes to black after they have a conversation. She says she has a job for her.
Yeah.
Who's
So,
on that phone
yeah.
screen?
Oh yeah,
The
that's
guy
right. So
responsible.
yeah, she says, "Do you want the guy
The
responsible
person
for killing
responsible,
your sister?" And she got all bright-eyed, and they show a picture of Clint Barton, Hawkeye,
dude.
and
Sets
Florence
it up
Pugh
perfectly.
is going to be in the Hawkeye Disney Plus show.
I'm fucking
so
hyped because my whole thing from the beginning of this movie, I'm like, dude, watch Florence. It's not just going to be necessarily wrote in, but I really could see Florence Pugh being the new Black Widow in like
Yeah.
the future movies. And I'm like, even more so, like after she kills it, because I got no doubt she's going to. If fans respond to her, they might not have a choice. And seeing this, it's not necessarily how it ended. Now, I actually would have liked them to just go straight forward with it, obviously. Like, literally at the end, I was like, Black Widow returns. You know what I mean? Like, showing that she's going to be the new Black Widow. You know what I mean?
Florence
But-
Pugh signed a 10-year contract.
yeah, but
Can you?
but here's the thing: is like that all I feel like tells me, because like it's gonna, I can already see it. She's gonna be in Hawkeye. They're gonna have the big bout, and it's gonna be like break it up. Like, hold on, what do you think I did? And they have the moment, and they kind of welcome her in, and it's like, welcome the new Black Widow. Boom, 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 dude. And I
could
think
be.
she'll carry that mount perfectly.
Yeah,
like it would
for
be,
sure.
it'd be such a seamless transition. And there would be no like, oh, I miss Scarlett Johansson. I mean, you would, because you love, the character. But I'm saying, like, it's not like this person's like, all right, but damn, I miss her. Like, I feel like it would legit just be, not saying Scarlett Johansson wouldn't still be your favorite, but it would be such a seamless transition, I think. Especially after this movie to look back on. That even helps it even more. Like, good Lord, it's the perfect transition. Normally, they just fucking cast somebody, and even if they're good, you're like, I can't do it. But this is like, damn, how they were side by side.
I'm with it.
Perfect, dude. For me.
We got scores.
We got scores.
What you got, Ronnie?
I can't go first.
I can't go first, either.
I'm mid eights. I'm 8.4, 8.5 on this movie.
I can dig that. So you think it's great?
It's really good.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it a 7.7.
Man.
Really good. Wouldn't call it great. Had some issues with, of course, the Taskmaster and the villains in this, of course, which I should have known because it is Marvel. So I should have known that the villains were going to be weak, but damn it, Taskmaster is one of my favorites, and it really disappointed me. So
you want to show off your tin you got in the Taskmaster?
Yes,
fucking tin. I don't know why I think that the tin's fucking dope.
Got this at the movies tonight. The popcorn, the Black Widow tin popcorn can, pretty awesome.
Sick.
All right, yeah. For me, I'm not like overly high on this movie. It was pretty good. Had some good things, had some bad things, but also I'm lying and I'm about to shock y'all. I give this movie a 9.3 out of 10. This is my new favorite movie of the year. Yes, this might be my favorite Marvel movie.
What?
Yes, I'm being dead ass serious.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if I can say it's my favorite movie of the year because I could see this 9.3 going to like a 9.1 after I watched it on like a TV here. But everything about this movie, the IMAX definitely sold it. I am like
this is
ridiculous.
Like tier 1 with Winter Soldier.
Yes, I like this more than Winter Soldier. I can say that.
He also likes Thor: Dark World, so
I do.
True.
No, that's
True.
not one of my favorites. I don't even think that movie's great. I just like it. I think it's underrated. But no, Florence Pugh. It's ridiculous how much of a fan I am of hers. Like I love the chick. I prefer this type of style in the Marvel Universe. Yeah, there's some unbelievability, but I like it better, the more grounded type approach, so I'm naturally more inclined to this. The family aspect is just so huge to me. Like, it just, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just, again, it felt so grounded, yet not at the same time. The balance of that felt better for me than, like, any movie in this whole Marvel universe. Like, it gave me the Flash shit I love about like the over-the-top superhero shit, but it also gave me the real life shit. And for them to balance that so perfectly, it just really resonated with me. And then again, just Harbor and Florence Pugh just knocked it out of the fucking park. This is right there with me with like my top 4 Marvel movies.
Hell yeah, though.
I fucking love this.
That's
movie.
awesome.
Yeah, I was fucking like blown away the whole time. And the Taskmaster thing at the end, I was like waiting for it. I was like, man, they're not gonna do this fight right. And I was like, I gotta lower my shit down a little bit. But then like the shit happened with Florence Pugh, and I was like, is she about to die? And I was like, oh my god, saved her. And then when they were like free falling, I was like, oh dude, I'm so into this. And there was just little things. I'm like, I can't even lower it right now. Sure, they could have improved upon a couple things, but everything else was so like even more than my expectations. I was surprised. I thought this had a chance to be my favorite Marvel movie, and it's like right there. And I'm not expecting other people to like it as much as me. It's just had all the pieces to be my kind of Marvel movie, and it did everything I expected it to.
Hell yeah.
I like how we're all spaced out evenly.
7-7, you said.
I'm like 8-4, 8-5.
And he's 9-3.
9-3.
Hell yeah.
I wonder what Tyler would give it.
He'd probably be about
Tyler's
8-5,
High 7, I
8-7.
think.
You think so?
I think he'd give it a high 7.
He's a tough critic.
He is.
No.
All right, you ready to plug it, Brand?
Plug it.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta do this. Plug it in, plug it in. Yeah. Shout out to
6
whoever
more
says
weeks.
that.
5 more weeks.
Yeah, damn. Fuck yeah. Go see Black Widow. And actually, all these movies we've gave a positive grade. Especially go see Black Widow. That's on my end. Spotify at the official Box Office Banter. Instagram at the official Box Office Banter. Box Office Banter Movies on Facebook. That is our group where we talk shit and post Vin Diesel memes constantly, apparently. We also have Box Office Banter, which is more of like our business type page where we post all our episodes directly. And then did I say YouTube yet? I don't think so. Box Office Banter, just on YouTube. Fucking subscribe. Well, yeah, then YouTube too. That's Box Office. That one is a very special one. Anyway, subscribe to our actual YouTube page, though. We're trying to get to 600 subs, dude. Make another Rambo video happen, because that helps our channel immensely. I think that's everything. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Keep it going. And thank you again, Willie, for joining in, even though you had to sit quietly. Because,
You hadn't seen the movie.
Like, oh, Jesus, Willie's here.
Yeah, I love that scene.
That was the best scene. All right, guys. I'll see you guys. We love you. You gotta hit
shaking and I'm running. No matter how hard I try, it's like I never see it coming. Mind numbing, it's redundant. In the end, I'm left with nothing. Now I'm tough and it's not bluffing, but it amounted to something. No matter how much it butted, I was standing on the shoving and the pushing that was backwards like my life. All of a sudden, handcuffed and loving every substance, instructing to every failure. It keeps bumping me closer to the edge, but guess what? I'm not jumping. Pressure cooker in the oven. What happened? Not recovering from a covenant. Now it's back to loving. Time to end your suffering. Self-discussion. My head thumping. No concussion. Can I function? Mental dungeon. Feeling bludgeon, which ensues fiery confusion.